Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we're going to go and do some like clear refutation, of a specific group, on the Matkali group. We're gonna go through a lot, inshallah, a lot of refutations. Make sure that is clear to people, because this is one of the most, sinister. Sorry, how to let me read that. Inshallah, I want you guys to see some stuff, yes, that because there was on my other channel, yeah, it's called Original Tawheed. You can look at the playlist, Madkalism Refuted. There's an entire playlist on it. I want you guys, inshallah, to go through that playlist. If not, yeah, we can go through it together, like some bits of it, like some important pieces, things that people don't know about, and they should be aware about it, And this is one of the things I want to just show right now. But I'm gonna wait until inshallah, people come on before sharing it because people need to see this. Alaikum salam, akhi, in the comments. Yeah, just in a bit, I want to show you guys something like a lot of people have not seen. A lot of people, aren't aware of it. And I want people here who praise the House of Saud as well, specifically them. I want them to be aware of this, and they will see like whether they still praise it. Because even they will be shocked. Wa alaikum salam, everybody. Alaikum salam. I want people to get this like, people might come in halfway and they won't know what's happening. And I could just replay it, it's not that hard. And it's a very short little thing that I want to show them. Yeah, brothers, welcome. Alaikum salam. Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna start showing you guys. I'm gonna start showing you this. 1 second. Let me share my screen, yeah? Okay, you guys, come watch this. Come check this out. Check out this madness for minutes.
The deal with Saudi Arabia, and I couldn't get an answer on specifically how we were monitoring their support, their continued support of the exportation of Wahhabism, Salafism, and the terror that goes along with that fundamentalist view of Islam around the globe. Do you know of any metrics that the department is following to support their claim that they're working on that? How are we gauging that? How are we going to determine whether they're following along with that portion of the agreement?
Well, one of the outcomes of the President's Summit in Riyadh was the creation of the Center to counter extreme Muslim messaging with Saudi Arabia. This center now exists. It was inaugurated while we were there. The center has a number of elements to attack extremism around the world. One of the elements that we are visiting with them about, and they have already taken steps, the Saudis, is to publish new textbooks that go into the schools that are in the mosques around the world. These textbooks are to replace textbooks that are out there today that do advocate extreme Wahhabism viewpoints around the justification for violence. We've asked that they not just publish the new textbooks, we've asked that they retrieve the existing textbooks so we get those back. That's just one example. This center is going to have a very broad range from social media to broadcast to how young imams are trained in the theological centers. And we are working with them today with the establishment of the new center. What are the measures that we will hold ourselves accountable to? That is one of the charges that the State Department is working with the Saudis and others as we bring this center up to an operating level.
Okay, so you guys heard that, right? You guys heard that, right? Sorry, some of you guys came late, yeah? But I'll try to summarize exactly what was said. So basically, they are tailor-making Islam, yeah, to fit American desires. You know, an American version of Islam that's being promoted and spread to the people. Subhanallah. You know, now they're even willing to change the textbooks and look into the books of Ibn Taymiyyah, Sheikh Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah, all these books, yeah, and change it, you know, so that it's American, like you get that stamp of approval from America to teach us our religion. Reactionary is right. This guy said, yeah, Raj is red pill. Reactionary is right. What is wrong with toasting with champagne for the queen? You don't have to drink the alcohol. In Islam, okay, we believe that the law is only for God. When this a kafir lady who makes her own laws tells people to obey her in disobedience to Allah, she's a false god. She is a false god. The queen is a false god. Okay, people cannot praise her. They cannot make a prayer for her God to preserve her and stuff like that. You know, there's certain things you cannot do in Islam. Okay, you cannot praise the Tawagheed. This is clear. This is known from the religion by necessity. You understand? And this is what we have issue with him about. And you cannot be a nationalist. You cannot be a British nationalist, you know, or any type of nationalist. British nationalist, that is mad. How can you be a Muslim, yeah, and a British nationalist? I don't get it. How can you, anyway. Let's not get diverted, yeah. Today we're talking about this our religion, yeah, okay, being edited, okay, by Americans who are not even Muslim, right? And then they're tailor making the religion for us. So tell us what to believe, even though they're not even believers themselves. Okay, so you guys, yeah, we're gonna continue this. Inshallah, 1 second. I have more to show. You know, for those people who are still in doubt, you know, about this puppet regime in Saudi. 1 second. Should I bring this Amin again on the leaders? Yeah, let's do this. These are some of the ones that I already played out. 1 second. If you guys want the link, is in the Hangout or in the back chat. I don't want to put it on the live because there's trolls, you know, I don't want trolls taking advantage of it. Here it is, here it is. So come you guys, let's listen to this, yeah? Because we have to establish evidence against some people, man. Let's look at this, come.
Saudi Arabia, where I spent the last week, I witnessed what seems like the beginning of a revolution happening there. I was honored to interview the future king of Saudi Arabia, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, on stage at the kingdom's Future Investment Initiative conference. During our interview, His Royal Highness sent a message to the Saudi people and the world that he is leading a new vision in Saudi. While being interviewed by me, a symbol of freedom in my jacket and pants, not covered up, the country was buzzing about his remarks.
You have an incredibly beautiful country. You have the resources. But you are having radical ideas, some might say. Recently, you've announced that you will soon allow women to drive. You are allowing foreign investment in your beautiful country. Why now? What triggered this change in thinking?
I want to note that first of all, I don't want to get out of this topic and discuss politics outside of the scope of today, but I'll just be very brief. Saudi Arabia was not like this prior to 79. Saudi Arabia and in the entire region, you have the Awakening Project spread after 79 for many reasons. Today is not the right day to discuss them. We were not like this in the past. We only want to go back to what we were, the moderate Islam that is open to the world, open to all the religions.
Did you hear that? A moderate Islam, yeah, open to all the religions. This is what he believes. Who is he calling an extremist? Okay, that's the question. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, two religions cannot coexist in the Arabian Peninsula. So is this MBS? Is he talking about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Okay, when the Prophet ﷺ also said, I will certainly expel the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula, and I will not leave anyone there but Muslims. Right? And all the Mushrikeen
نعم
from the Arabian Peninsula, the delegation, I do fight about the third. Who's on?
يا بطلع يو السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. في لكن هيمي من أظن في بطلع كان هيمي. Yeah, brothers, if you can hear me, please press on. If you can hear me, press on, please. يا أختي هارون وما كان أمك بخيا يا أشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم وما كان من المهد سبيا حنانا من لدنا زكاة وكان تقيا. Yeah, but anyone who's got a question, I think there's some internet difficulties with Brother Abu Talha. I don't know if you can still hear me. Is it still live or we gone off live? Okay. Just waiting for Abu Talha to come back on, man. Wallahi. بإذن الله تعالى. حرمت عليكم الميتة والدم واللحم الخنزير وما أحل لغير الله به والمنخنقة والموقودة والمتردية والنضيحة فما أكل السبع إلا ما تكيتم وما ذبح على النسب وأن تستقسموا بالأزلام ذلك فسق اليوم ليس الذين كفروا من دينكم فلا تخشوهم فلا تخشوهم واخشوني اليوم وأكملت عليكم نعمتي ورديت لكم الإسلام دينا. You feel me? Islam has been perfected today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. So anyone who tries to innovate or put in stuff like the Rawafid I was speaking to earlier, wallahi, they're just changing the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They try to change it. Islam is black and white. We know it. Islam is the Quran, the Sunnah, and the ta'wil and the interpretation of the Salaf. The Salaf are, the Sahaba, the Tabi'een, and the Tabi'een. You feel me? So these Rawafid can never change the deen of Allah, even if they try. Yo, who's on?
Assalamu alaikum, can you hear me?
Yo. Can you hear me? Yo?
They try.
delegation, I do fight about the third. Who's on? Wait, I think my connection dropped off, so is this live? Sorry, people, yeah, I have no idea what happened. Is this live? How much of it did you guys catch, or should I have to replay all of it? Leave my connection alone, man. I'm just far away from the thing now. Yeah, just 1 second. Let me replay and see how far. Okay, you guys, I'm going to give you guys the option here. Should we just get rid of this live stream and just restart it again? What do you guys think? Or should we just continue, inshallah? Because I could just restart a new one and just, you get me, make it. Because I want the evidences to be clear, you know, people to see it. But if somebody looks back at this, it's going to look messy, man. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be clear. Yeah, now it's I know what. It's not going to be a clear, like if somebody starts to look back at this, yeah, it's not going to be clear. Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna restart this thing, man, because we need it to be clear to people, man. Connection is dead again. Yeah, we're live. Okay, what do you think? Should we restart this or what?
Nah, carry on, man. Carry on. Who's coming in?
Because if somebody tries to watch this back here, it's gonna be messy, man.
What happened? Where did you go, man?
Huh?
Where did you go?
I work far away from my connection because my little brother's talking over here, man.
Where did you go? What happened? What happened?
Yeah, sorry, man, my connection it dropped off, innit? It dropped off because I was far away from the route.
Yeah, no,
I came close to I came close to it now. Anyway, I don't know. Should we restart the thing and just do it properly?
Yeah, 100, yeah. I don't, yeah. Well, do you have to join another live chat? What?
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a new live chat. Is the connection still dead?
Well, can you hear us? So if you can hear us, just touch 20 and press 1. So.
You know what? I'm gonna just continue, man. You get me? Just continue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue. Should we just continue playing the video? 1 second. Here's the video. Yeah. Basically, what these guys. Let me just summarize. Yeah, because some of them don't like watching videos. The summary of the video is, yeah, he is saying we're going to bring back moderate Islam that's open to all the religions, yada, yada, yada. Those who have opposite views are radical, they're extreme. We're going to destroy their extreme ideology, whatever, yeah. And then the hadith says of the Prophet ﷺ, yeah, is clear. You know, two religions cannot coexist in the Arabian Peninsula. You know, you were going to expel the Jews and the Christians and the Mushrikeen from the Arabian Peninsula, stuff like that. So is he calling the Prophet ﷺ extreme? Is he trying to destroy the ideology of the Prophet ﷺ? What is he talking about? You know, he's the extremist. He's the one that's coming with all this rubbish, man.
صحيح والله.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to appease to, you know, to America, innit? So he's trying to, you feel me? He has to try to wipe out the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to appease to the kuffar. I think that's the objective there.
Yeah, exactly. And there's even another video. Yeah, I think the first video I played. Yeah, was talking about how America. Yeah, like they went to Saudi and they made a deal. Yeah, to basically set up like a so-called counter-extremism, like a center. Yeah, where they're gonna rewrite the books, you know, of the Salaf. They're gonna rewrite it. Yeah, and then seriously, and to give it the American stamp of approval. Yeah, and then they're gonna give it, and then they're gonna distribute it. And they're gonna bring back all the ones that the Saudi printed. They're gonna retract all of them, and they're gonna make up this new version, and they're gonna hand it out. Subhanallah.
Astaghfirullah.
Wallah, trying to change your books, man, is mad.
Yeah, wallahi. A'udhu billah, man. Who said he's gonna do that? Who's doing that? MBS.
MBS, man. This one is, I think, is the worst disaster that happened, man. To this guy, man, it's crazy. He's like the Ataturk of the Saudis.
Yeah.
You know how the Turks had Ataturk, yeah? The Saudis had MBS. Some next level. He makes the others look like they were okay. Subhanallah.
Subhanallah.
Yeah, let's see this. Yeah. This is the video. Look.
Moderate teachings and principles of
It's
Islam,
mad.
and we have the right. The right is on our side, and everything that we deal with.
This is a concept. Look.
Cutting edge technologies. Over 3 days, massive concerts, thousands of men and women get together and party in several mixed gendered gatherings. Many clips have been shared throughout social media, showing concert goers singing songs with musicians word for word, as well as people hiding paraphernalia such as alcohol on their person.
Look at the alcohol. Look at the alcohol in Saudi. It's crazy.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah. Hey, boss, can you send the link again, man? We want more brothers to join up too, or they can view their YouTube.
Akhi, you could copy and paste the link in it. Send it to others.
Yeah, but I will join the thing in my laptop, so I don't have it.
1 second.
And because some brothers from Partak to join us, man. They got the uppermost. Yeah, and I need somebody brother to join us.
Can I send the link? Wait, here's the link. I'm going to give you the link here. It's here. That's the link.
Which one? Oh, that's it. Found it, Mike. Found it.
But yeah, you guys, this has to be seen. People have to know the reality of it. Okay, because some people have this illusion in it of what the place is.
Mike, great.
They don't know the facts. So you guys, look, we're going to go through the facts, man.
He took the stage in Saudi Arabia in the first ever female-only concert in the kingdom. Earlier this year, it hosted a mixed-gendered concert featuring...
Look how it started. It started first there with a female-only concert, yeah? And then it became a mixed crowd concert.
Hamad. Ninkan buri yo. Somali ko hada ninkan buri. Allah hadin isku buri.
Ninka soo galay.
Ha ninka soo galay waa waqtiga man. Waa
iska daa man. You listen to this, you guys. Watch this.
The first female singer to perform to both men and women.
Oh, the evil, yeah, it starts in stages. They don't go to the extreme in the beginning. They start off step by step. You see, that's what Allah tells you in the Quran. Don't compromise. Because if you compromise with them even a little bit, soon they're gonna drag you into the deep end, and you're not gonna survive. You know, that's so the first step was female only concert. That's how they started it off. You know, and then look what happened.
Due to the human rights atrocities committed by the Saudi regime, the Human Rights Foundation had urged the Black Eyed Peas, Enrique Iglesias, and other artists to cancel their participation in the event, but to no avail.
I apologize for the music, wallahi, honestly. But you have, like the evil, yeah, if you don't witness the evil, you're not going to believe it, you know? Sometimes for the heart to believe, you have to see the evil for what it is. Do you understand? That's why even when it comes to certain crimes, yeah, you have to have witnesses, like righteous Muslims who witness the crime so that the person can be punished. Do you understand? So I'm saying, yeah, you guys have to witness the evil, yeah? This is all about, it's not us, yeah? I don't approve of this music, I don't approve of any of this, but I'm saying, yeah, we're witnessing a crime and we have to witness it in order for us, you get me, to have us to take a position against it. So this is the concerts that's happening in Saudi. Sorry, you guys, but this is the reality, innit? It's painful, but that's the facts. This is how it is. This is the norm. They normalize this. This is the capital of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, this is what they're doing, yeah? They're mad. What is the difference between here, yeah, and some nasty place in Amsterdam? Wallahi, I want every mad Kali to witness this and to fear Allah. You know, stop supporting evil. Stop supporting this filthy evil government. Yeah, that's your sisters screaming for this kafir. Yeah, you mad Kalis, you the youth. Wallahi, Allah will destroy you. I can't even finish watching this, man. It's too much. But that's the reality of it, man. That is the reality of what you guys call, yeah, so-called Darul Islam, you know, your so-called Saudi Arabia, yeah. That's the facts of it, you know. That's the truth. The hardcore truth, man. You have to live with it. You know. Stop making excuses. Stop supporting this, okay, and take a stand against the evil. Be men. Stop being the youth cocks, man. But yeah. Sam UK, are you there? Yeah, I think I'm gonna play one more video. 1 second.
Wallahi, man. That's Darul Islam, man. Imagine the Prophet was alive today, man, and he's seen this stuff. Wallah al-Adim.
This is the peninsula of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imagine.
Joke, wallah.
The land of the Kaaba. You know, these guys are crazy, man. Because they look up to the West so much. They're so infatuated with the West. You know, they want to become westernized. They even send their kids to the West to get education. It's mad. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you this one. This is the fruit of their children. This is what their children become, yeah, after they get westernized education. After they become westernized. Look at this. And you saw the guy here who purchased Jesus, of Isa.
You're breaking up, Akhi. You're going in and out.
You heard of the Saudi prince here who purchased painting of Isa alayhi salam, the haram painting.
Man, I didn't see that.
450 million, I think. 400, yeah, it is. Yeah, 450 million. Crown Prince, that's MBS. 450 million, yeah, on a Da Vinci painting. Wait, who's talking?
Yeah.
You guys, let me show you this here. 1 second. How do I get rid of this thing? How Business Insider won't give you access until you subscribe. Like, they're crazy. But this guy spent here almost $500 million on a painting.
$500 million stuff.
This is the Saudi crown. Let me show you this.
Wow, what was he painting? The Isa ibn Maryam.
Yeah, haram painting. Imagine they painted the Prophet Muhammad. Imagine how angry people will become. Look at this. Yeah. Saudi crown prince splashed 0.5 billion on the Jesus painting. Look at that. Astaghfirullah. Imagine it was a painting of the Prophet Muhammad. Imagine how furious the Muslim Ummah will become.
Yo, man.
This is our Prophet Isa. They're making a painting like that. Look at this.
Made him white and all of that.
This Jew over the secret buyer was sold out of the 400 billion was sold after it was discovered as a Saudi crown prince.
Wallahi, this is mad, man. I've never seen it. What has the Ummah have come to, man? Adoring the Prophet Isa, man. Paint is haram anyway, man.
Yeah, imagine
Like,
what you could spend that money on. Imagine.
Yeah, spend 450 million.
$500 million, you know. So
spend that on Palestine, bro. Palestine, you can help Palestine with that, man. For a few years with that money. 450 million is not a joke.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. UK, your thing is like you're making too much noise with your microphone. Shu'aib, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jazakallah khair.
Imagine that $500 million they could have spent it on like Yemen, the people they're starving to death and they're killing, and all they could have spent it on that, you know. So much things, man. You could have spent it on a masjid. They could have spent it. So many things instead of a painting, a haram painting, man.
Yeah, man. Well put, man. Astaghfirullah, man. Who authorized the painting, though? Who authorized it? Was it?
It was made by some guy called Da Vinci in Catholic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, but my one of the brothers joined up in it. Brother Tears. Can you hear me, Tears?
Yeah, I can hear you.
MashaAllah. Meet Baba Batalha, man. This is somebody Baba like you.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum, brother Butal.
Alaykum salam. Were you listening? Were you listening to the show?
Yeah, no, I just came now. I heard you saying something about $500 million on a painting or something.
Yeah, the MBS guy, man, he spent $500 million on a haram painting of Isa alayhi salam.
Oh yeah, but that was quite a while back, innit?
Yeah, but still, man, people don't know about that. Not that many people know about it.
Yeah, no. Even if it's a year ago or 2 years ago, it's still ajib, innit?
Yeah, I want people to see. I'm trying to collect everything, yeah, so people can see the true face of these people.
Yeah, it has to be exposed. Man.
Yeah, and the brother saying in the comments that they gave citizenship to a robot.
What's that?
Islam UK, your microphone, man.
Yeah, someone's microphone is doing some feedback or something.
I muted him. Yeah, the brother said they gave citizenship to an artificial intelligence, like a robot, you know. And I remember that. I remember that as well. But they won't give it to Muslims, like who are in that country, who they look at as like being lesser than them or something. It's mad.
Like Bengalis, Pakistanis, and that.
Yeah, Bengalis, Pakistanis, Somalis, you know,
Somali,
Africans.
Afghanis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is what we're
man.
talking about. This is the madness.
Yeah, I was in a room earlier on Palto. I'm not gonna name the room, and we got into a discussion, and basically they started like they couldn't refute us on any because we use Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Kathir, and Shinqiti, and we use many ulama on them. You know, basically like what their views were on people who dismantle Sharia on people and those kind of things, and they couldn't refute it. So all they could basically say was, "Oh, akhi, you know, don't make takfir because you'll be questioned one day. Don't you fear hellfire?" It was just basically emotional talk they were coming at us with, but they couldn't
Pubs, the
refute
pubs
any.
people.
Huh?
I call them pubs. You know, was it them? Were they going crazy trying to defend this guy, evil guy?
Basically, I said today I don't see no khair from Saudi government in it.
Yeah, do they know about the third nullifier?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, ally. What is isn't it the eighth one allying with non-Muslims against Muslims?
Yeah, but that's for MBS, innit? But for them, yeah, the third nullifier, you know, not making takfir on the kafir, innit? Or the mushrik.
Oh yeah, makes you adhir. Makes you adhir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
they need to know about the third nullifier, you know, and fear the hellfire for themselves, you know.
Of course, of course, of course.
Mm.
Of course, that's facts. That's facts, man. But no, they just want to spin it round on you, so you take back what you say. They bring up these emotional things. They start saying, "Oh, fear hellfire," and of course, we do fear hellfire. You know, we're not just some takfir is just making takfir left, right, center. Like obviously, we fear hellfire, we fear Allah, and this is the reason why we're bringing up these kind of topics all the time because it's what the ummah is what the ummah one of the cancers in the ummah, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you don't do it as well, yeah, you go to hellfire, man. Because especially when when you know what they're doing, and all the evil, yeah, and then you don't, and you still
Yeah.
say they're Muslim, yeah, it's peak for you, innit?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, man, definitely, man.
You know, so
You
this
know,
is one of the things that we have to and see with certainty, you know, all the stuff they're doing, you know, because they're doing more harm than anybody else could do, you know. They're there, you know, at the heart of everything.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
About like Palestine or our third holiest site is occupied here, you know. But what about
Yeah,
our first holy site, you know, and our second being occupied, right? You get me, by a family who supports that family, like seriously, apart from this crazy little sect, you know, one little family, yeah, controlling the whole place, you know, and just doing all this madness, you know.
well,
Seriously,
one of the arguments they used is they were saying like, oh, does that mean if you make takfir on the whole government and if you say that the MBS and all them people they are indeed kuffar, does that mean you're making takfir on? They use the example like someone who cleans their shoes, someone who sweeps their carpet. You know what I mean? They're part of the government. They're linked to it somehow. So are they all kuffar as well? You know, do you understand?
no, that's not we're not talking about that though. See, this is what they do. They try to divert you, yeah, to
Yeah,
tertiary issues, not even secondary issues, yeah, tertiary issues, yeah. The point is,
yeah.
we're dealing with the primary issue of these people, yeah, legislating
They need
other
to
than
go.
Allah, allying with mushrikeen against Muslims, you know, doing
Mm.
tahakum to the Taqut, fighting the awliya of Allah. All of these issues that we have with this one little house of Saud, yeah, that is our
Yeah,
problem. Okay, they need to stop what they're doing, you know, and that's what we have to do: enjoin the good and forbid the evil. But they
of
want,
course.
yeah, to cement the thrones, you know, of tyrants. You know, that's their issue. They're gonna have to answer
Or
for that.
make
You know,
excuses. Cement the throne or make excuses.
making excuses, yeah, they're cementing the throne of these tyrants. You know, that's how they
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah,
You know, because
yeah,
they don't fight, yeah, they don't join the army, stuff like that. But they talk and they use their tongue to support the tyrants. You know, that's their issues with the Matkali's, man.
Yeah, yeah. They were telling me I don't know if they were madkhali, but they sounded like madkhali. You know, they were saying all the things that madkhali would say. They were saying, oh, what benefit does making takfir make? What benefit does it make? And I was just like, well, for one, I'll start boycotting. You will raise awareness on people like this, because many people actually think that the ummah is in good hands in good hands in the hands of Al Saud, but the ummah, they're not. You know.
The benefit is, yeah, number one, you preserve your own Islam. Because when you know about this guy is a kafir, yeah, and then you don't make takfir, yeah, you become a kafir yourself. So it's preserving your own iman. That's number one. Number
Okay.
two,
Yeah.
preserving the religion, right? Because when
Definitely. Yeah.
people are
Definitely.
aware of them that they are not Muslim yet, they cannot no longer corrupt the religion. People will not take them seriously whenever they talk about Islam. So this is one of the ways we preserve Islam, and even the Sharia, because the Sharia, yeah, they won't take the rulings of a Muslim, right? Won't apply to them, right? So we're not obliged, to go visit them if they're sick. We're not obliged to like return the salam to them. We're not
Yeah.
obliged to pray the funeral prayer for them. Stuff like that. They can't inherit. Stuff like that. They deny certain things. You cannot. There's many things that is denied for them. Yeah, because they're no longer Muslim. And they should be denied for them. So these are the many benefits. And also, yeah, the enemy becomes clear. Because the worst thing, yeah, is the one that is inside the heart of the group, yeah, and just killing everybody, or like again, spreading corruption inside the group.
Mm.
You have to get rid of these fitna makers, yeah, and then it's easier for you to consolidate and to gather your strength, and to Allah says, yeah, He will give His pious slaves, yeah, succession to authority in the land, So that's what without getting rid of them, yeah. How are you
Yeah.
going to get succession to authority? You need that. You need to first know who the enemy is, make it clear to people. People boycott that enemy, okay, and then you remove him, okay, because this is a puppet. This is like a hostile puppet, yeah, that was put in place by foreigners.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. But
Yeah,
they were put in place by the proper enemies of the Deen.
yeah, by the British and
Yeah.
the French.
Number one enemies of the Deen. Yeah. They're the ones who set them up.
And you realize, yeah, if you look at throughout Islamic history, yeah, nobody had an issue with the law being with the Sharia, yeah.
Yeah.
None of the rulers, even the most like tyrannical, even like Hajjaj, even Yusuf, yeah, he never had an issue with the Sharia. It's only after the colonial era began, after the Western Kuffar Asli, yeah, when they came and they started colonizing the whole of the Muslim world.
Yeah.
And then after they withdrew from them, their fake withdrawal, yeah. After they basically withdrew, yeah, as they claim, they left in their place, puppets, right? And it was only after this thing happened, yeah, that's when we saw an attack on the Sharia. That's when we saw, yeah, people mixing the Sharia with man-made law, or governing the land with man-made law. That's really when we seen that, like all over the world. Like
Yeah.
that was after the colonialism.
I was reading about Mustafa Kemal Ataturk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading earlier how much of a puppet the guy was, and can you hear me, Akhi?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. I was just reading about. But when you say none of the predecessors had any problems with Sharia, do you mean the dismantling of the Sharia?
Yeah, dismantling of the Sharia, yes.
Yeah, because they try, the Madkhalis, they try to use they try to
No,
use.
obviously we know there's somebody that mixed the Sharia with man-made law, like the Tatars, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like the Tatars, people like Ibn Taymiyyah made takfir on them, and he fought against them. He fought battle against them, innit? We're talking about the rulers that were generally accepted, they never mixed like man-made law with Sharia. They never did stuff like that. They ruled fully by the Sharia. And when they started mixing man-made law with Sharia, yeah, I think there was only the one we know about is the Tatars, innit? And then they were declared disbelievers and they were fought against.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. I was watching.
But this whole phenomenon, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Abu Tallah.
Yeah, is this Ultra Funky?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what are you doing here, man?
Should I stay or should I go? You tell me, brother. Should I stay or should I go? You tell me. No problem. If you want
You
me
can
out
stay,
of
man. You can stay.
here, no problem.
You can stay, man. I don't mind.
Huh? Oh, good. I'm just listening, and I want you to know in advance. I have some questions.
Oh, okay. Brother Suhaib, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say one thing. I was watching a video about how and it was made by a non-Muslim, and it was talking about. Do you know how in Italy they got the Vatican, and the Vatican is like a state within a state, basically a religious state within a country where there's all sort of fitna and you know dirty things going on. I was watching a video made by a non-Muslim where he was saying that the Saudis, they want to do the same thing. Basically, they want to like lock off Mecca and Medina as a state within within Hijaz, sort of similar to the Vatican. So as if like that will be land for holy rituals, prayers, and Hajj, and the rest of the country, any sort of fitna can take place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sort of they want to wall off the Mecca and Medina or the holy sites the same way the Vatican is walled off. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video like that, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they want to do that because you know they're inviting Mariah Carey and they're doing all sorts. They're doing gambling and drinking and free mixing and all these things are happening right now. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they wanna do that. Sort of like make Mecca and Medina specific for religion and the rest of the country, Riyadh, you know, Ta'if, you know, Jeddah and all these places, you know, madness going on.
Yeah, I think that is also what is on the horizon, you know, especially with this city that this guy's building. You know, he's building a casino. He's building a, what's it called, Las Vegas, you know, in Saudi.
Is it some kind of mall, some big mall he's building or something?
Nah, it's a city, man. It's called Neom, yeah, and it's
Neon
basically
City,
Las
yeah.
Vegas. Yeah, he's copy and pasting Las Vegas.
City. Artificial city.
Yeah, it's a copy and paste of Las Vegas, man. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. What's that all about, man? What's gonna go? It's gonna be like a Westfield in Saudi, a Westfield. You know what I mean? In Saudi.
The guy's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He's being trained. I think he's been educated in the West, innit? He has this complete Western atheist mindset, innit? So he's crazy. He doesn't care about deen, man. For him, religion is like a joke thing, innit? He doesn't take it serious. He's like, do you know those Christians who are like, they're Christian by culture, but they're agnostic. They don't really believe in God or whatever. They don't care. They just want to, like, you only live once, YOLO. I think he's like that, man.
Yeah, YOLO.
Yeah, he's the YOLO crew, man. That's him.
Waste, man.
He just wears the clothes in it to fit in.
Yeah. It's just like a cultural thing in it. Like, oh, I'm culturally Muslim. Like, that's all it is, man.
What does culturally Muslim mean?
It's like, say you're born into like a particular faith group, or like your family might be Christian, right? But you don't really believe in Christianity. But if somebody asks you, yeah, what you believe, right? You say you're Christian. But just because of your family.
Okay. I'm with you. So
Yeah, it's like,
basically, if he
Assalamu
professes to be a Muslim,
Walaikum salam.
even though he's
Walaikum
only a
salam.
cultural Muslim, he can't technically get done for apostasy.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is, man.
Ultra Dawa.
Yes, come on.
Oh,
Abu Talha said I could stay, so I'm gonna wear out my welcome.
Bro, Abu Talha is a
But
friendly
that's
guy.
all it is, man. He's just trying to survive, yeah. Like, he knows if he says he's a kafir, yeah. Obviously, the society won't accept that. The society, yeah, will pick up weapons. He will be removed by force, man. Even the military won't support him. You get me? So he has to play along. He has to say, look, I'm a Muslim. And loads of people do that. Even Christians do that. Because they don't want to be ostracized from their society. So they just say, I'm Christian, yeah. Like, in the West, that's common. Like, in the West, yeah, like 90% of Christians, or at least 60% of Christians, yeah, are definitely agnostic. But they say we're Christian, you know.
Oh yeah. It's just sort of by namesake, Christian by name, like.
Yeah, that's very common in the West. And obviously, when you get educated in the West, yeah, you're gonna have that same mindset where religion is like a joke to these people.
Yeah, but you know, when it comes to Christianity, I feel like the youth, the Christian, those who are born into a Christian household, the youth, they're not ready to be hearing about Jesus died for their sins and the cross, crucifixion. That's all effort for them, you know. Some of them even relate more to like Tawheed, like the oneness of Allah, like God is one, rather than this Trinity rubbish, you know.
Yeah, but the education system, is very like atheist oriented in the West.
Yeah, very atheist,
Yeah,
very secular.
Yeah, it's very extremely secular, man. They'll make fun of you for religious beliefs, man. So that's like, so I'm not even surprised, I'm not surprised about this. Wallahi. If you come in as a Christian or whatever, you're gonna dump that whole ideology thing. When you start going to especially like primary school, high school, then uni, stuff like that, man. You will definitely dump that, and that's what happened in the West. Go around, man. Just speak to anybody outside, who's walking by and asking, "Oh, you're Christian, right? Okay, tell me about your religion." He doesn't care. Like, what? I don't care, man. I'm just Christian because my parents are Christian.
Yeah, he just celebrates Christmas on once a year.
Yeah, that's his religion, man.
That's his whole religion.
I celebrate Christmas though.
And he's atheist.
Well,
You're
not
atheist, isn't it?
celebrate, not celebrate it, but like on Christmas Day, I will like make a special dinner, we'll get presents.
Yeah, because
and
it
all
gives
that
you a
stuff.
feel-good vibe, innit? It's not really because like you're religious and you follow that.
No, it's literally got nothing to do with religion. Like in a sense, like I get the whole pagan thing, but just once a year, like if I'm honest, because I work a lot, like it's just that one time a year, you can get like normally get the week off, nice big dinner, friends, family, presents. It's a good time.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
gonna
are you
lie.
Muslim?
No, I'm quite the opposite actually.
Oh, right, yeah.
Believe it or not.
He's an
Yeah,
atheist, an atheist.
Yeah, you're an atheist, so I understand. But like most people today, they don't know what what Christmas is about, and that, you know what I mean? Like they just celebrate it because party poppers and cut the cake and like put the fire on and
Yes,
have a
I'm not
big
gonna
fat
lie, bro.
turkey.
For me, it's all about that week off work, friends, family, food. Boom.
Yeah, but that's the same.
And like
Exactly.
like
So it's
Die
not
Hard
really a
1. If you
religious.
don't watch
You're not religious.
if
We
you
know
don't
this.
watch Die Hard 1 on December 25th, your life is shit. Like, trust me.
Yeah,
Trust
but
me.
yeah, like we said, like Abu Talha was saying, it's not really a religious thing with most people when it comes to Christmas, isn't it?
No, I agree with that. I agree.
It's not like Eid. Yeah, it's like, all right, you finished up. Like right now, we're coming to Ramadan. Eid is a well-deserved thing because you was fasting for a whole month, sacrificing for the sake of Allah, and then now, okay, it's a well-deserved celebration. We're about to celebrate, innit? Some do it
Yeah,
for
it's
3
like,
days, some
listen,
do it for
I
1 day.
fasted, I did the job, now it's time to feast, yeah?
Yeah.
I
It's
get
like,
that.
yeah.
That makes sense to me.
And people are more religiously inclined, like they understand what Eid is about. Whereas if
Boy,
you ask
listen,
Christian,
let me tell you something, yeah? I'll say this straight up and down on the internet live. You can't out devout a Muslim. Oh shit, bro. Listen,
True.
you cannot out devout a Muslim. You can't. You can't. Right. So when you man say to me Eid, Ramadan, and all them things, I get it. It's not my thing per se, but when you man dive into them things, I get it. I'm like, yeah, that's you man's thing. Bam, bam, bam. Get it done. You know what I mean?
So I think even Autofog, you can understand, when the Saudi family, who come from that particular culture, and they start sending their kids, to the West to get education, and they start going to that whole uni life, college life, whatever, and they
I'm
start
not gonna lie,
getting.
Abu Talha. Uni life is a good life, bro. It was good. Uni life was good,
it
man.
depends on what you see as good, though.
Yeah, no, that is true. What I just said was purely subjective, but like,
So you can understand, how they would, when they come into this whole environment, very secular environment, they can start becoming like the Christians, who start losing their faith, and become like agnostic or whatever, or secular, and just cultural Muslims.
I don't necessarily think that's because of the geographical location. I won't lie. I think obviously, like for instance, Abu Talha, if I sent you to an island where there was 4 million gays, right? If I left you there for 5 years, would you become gay?
But that's
And
different.
if the
That's
answer is
different
no,
because
the,
that's different, yeah. Because we're talking about simply an ideology, right? You can somebody can drop an ideology, they can believe in it, you know. But I'm not gonna say obviously like if you drop me in an island full of Christians, I'm not gonna become Christian. But I'm
yeah, you
saying
see,
like
that's what I mean. I don't
yeah,
know
I
why I said
understand. I
gay.
understand
That's
what you're
really
saying, yeah.
extreme.
But I'm saying at the same time, even though at the same time I see what you're saying, yeah, like that does play a role. Like the what is it called? Especially if you're weak, if your ideology you're not strong in it, you don't have really like as much information, you never really studied what you believe, etc. Yeah, and then you come into a certain environment, yeah, you might end up changing your belief. It's like imagine I send yeah, a Christian yeah who knows very little basics about his religion, right? And you send him to like a scholars of like Christianity, of scholars of like Hinduism, yeah, or whatever, yeah, in a place full of like Hindu environment, and you throw him in there, he might come out Hindu. Like the possibility is like very high. You hear me? Because the guy's not even educated in his own faith in the first place.
Yeah, no, I agree. Depending on the circumstances, the likelihood of you maybe apostating or like doing bid'ah is increased. I will concede that. However, yeah, but I feel like that depends entirely on the individual because I know I could send you or I hate to say his name, but I could send Bob like anywhere around the world right now for 5 years, surrounded by the most fucked up kafir shit, and you would still come out the same. Do you see what I'm saying?
I understand. Yeah, of course, it's definitely about the individuals, right? And like how much they believe in what in all this. I understand that, but I'm saying like it's not a good thing in it for like you, yeah, as an adult, yeah, who has a child to just put your child in harm's way like that. To I don't know for us, yeah, this is not, and we've seen the result. We've seen the results in it. Like as soon as these Saudi kings, yeah, started sending their kids to the West because they're fascinated by the West to get their education and all that, you came out with these secular, crazy, you know, little kids, brats, yeah, who came back to Saudi Arabia, yeah, and now want to make Saudi Arabia like the West, you know, make it
Yeah,
secular.
no, I hear that. Like, but I think I will say like the small little bit of education I have was in psychology, right? Before I dropped out of uni. Um, and I will say I believe I will tell that it's very much to do with age. If if the people that we're talking about in these examples are younger, they're more impressionable and they're more like sponges. So if you for instance grew up in the West and then you took them out of an environment that they're used to, that they're comfortable with, they will or something that's perceived to be easier to cope with, then it's only natural that that person would yearn for the easier life. Let's just say the West. But somebody who's hard in it, has been banging for it hard forever, like for you, I could put you in Soho. I could buy you a flat in Soho and you would still be as strong as ever. Whereas if I put a youngster in there, they'd be used to the gaze. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly my point, you know. And this is what they did. Yeah, they took these kids. Yeah, imagine your little baby, and then you just threw him here to the West, and he comes from a certain environment, certain culture, and now he has to really readapt here to the society and culture. You know, like either he will survive, and there is still a chance, you know, like 40% chance he might survive, 60% chance he's gonna switch, he's gonna come out, he's gonna adopt their culture and their way of thinking and all that. You understand? And when he grows up here and becomes a man, you know, and he comes back to the land, and he's gonna now use your time to rule. Yeah, um, he's he's gonna mess up his whole society. You know, he's gonna be like, this is he's gonna come back to his land there, and he's gonna be a foreign place. You know, he won't recognize what he's saying, right? He'll be like, what is this place that they brought me back to? Like, let me make it more like the West because I grew up in the West. I'm comfortable there. Let me make this like the West as well. You know, and then that's when you have like a clash of civilizations, and that's when you have like a clash of ideologies, and that is when you will see the fighting take place, and that's when you will see you get me like the conflict. That's where the conflict arises from. But if they were to,
I see that. I see that.
yeah, it's like you won't find like the Queen sending Prince Charles to go learn and study in Saudi Arabia, and then come back to the West. Does it? Because you get me. It's the same thing, same principle. So that's
Yeah,
what
it's
we're
too
gonna.
late for
That's what
him.
we're
He's an
saying.
old fart. He's already comfortable in what he's comfortable in, so there wouldn't be any point.
Not Prince Charles. I
Essentially, he
meant
wouldn't
I
really
meant
be
the
learning
son.
anything.
No, not Prince Charles. I mean the son. What's the son called?
Oh,
Harry
William
or whatever.
or Harry?
Yeah, Harry, that ginger weirdo. Yeah, him. Yeah.
The ginger weirdo.
when he was
him,
small, innit? Imagine they
Yeah.
threw him to Saudi Arabia when he was small. Like, you get me?
Yeah.
He won't be. He will not come back yet. Loving the secular life. I
Do
think
you
he
know
might
what? Do you
come
know
back
what's funny
with very
though?
conservative values.
Abu Tallah. The funny thing, if anyone out of the royal family was gonna pick up Islam, it would be Harry. Like
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yes.
Like it would be him. Like all of them would be like, nah, forget this Islam stuff. But Harry, he'd give it a second look. I'm telling you.
yeah, exactly. It's about your environment as well. Like I'm pretty sure if he was there, who at least even if he doesn't pick up the religion, he might pick up the values, like conservative
Yeah.
values. You get me? He won't be like a liberal secularist. He'll come out conservative, and he'll come
Wait,
back
do
maybe
you
like
know
trying to reform society.
liberal secularism? Are you not a fan?
Why would I be a fan of liberal secularism, man?
I don't know, because
they don't want to
sorry,
kill
I'm being
us.
loud.
Is that what you?
Oh, Abu Talib, you're getting me in trouble with my wife, man. Ugh, I'm being loud. All right, no, listen, Abu Talib, listen, I'm gonna duck
But they
out.
do
But
want to kill us.
thanks for having me, brother.
Mm.
Take care, and big love and respect. Peace.
All right, cool, man, cool. But liberal secularism, they don't want to harm, or that's what they claim, the Muslims who are living in their society, but they're very happy to harm Muslims living overseas, as we've seen with Obama and other liberal secularists. And the conservatives, they want to harm those inside, and they want to harm those outside, but they don't hide that fact. They'll tell you we hate Muslims, they make it clear to you. We're not a fan of either. We're not a fan of any sort of what is it called, secularism, whether it's liberal or conservative. But in terms of like ideals, we might share more in common with the conservatives.
How do you mean we might share more with the conservatives?
For example, like they don't approve of like homosexuality. They're not like crazy. Abortion and so like gay marriage, stuff like that, man. We have something in common in it.
Is abortion completely not allowed in Islam?
Different opinions.
Only if like the mother's life is in danger in it, because that is a necessity in it.
I heard, for example, if very rare scenario, not a rare scenario, but like if a woman is hugatan in it.
Say that again.
If a woman in it, if a woman gets raped, for example.
Oh,
yeah, then and she has a baby by it, then obviously she can do that, innit? She's free to do that.
Not in Islam. Not in Islam, man.
So she has to keep the baby.
She has to keep it, man. She has to keep the baby.
The sheikh that I listened to said you didn't.
Assalamu alaikum. Big up, yo, Abu Talha. Barakallahu feekum, bro, for the link.
Wa alaikum assalam, man. Welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah, we're just discussing some issues, innit? We started off by refuting, you gave me that MBS guy, man. That secularist who got, I think he got educated in the West. He spent $500 million on a painting of Jesus. The lunatic who invaded Yemen as well.
And you couldn't even get the right picture.
Abu Talha, I heard it's really not Qatar, but it's Dubai that's really pushing the war. I heard it's really Dubai that's running the Khalij right now.
Yeah, Dubai are a bunch of atheists, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, they're the ones who are supporting the war in Libya as well. They're supporting Haftar, the crazy atheist. You know, they're crazy, man. UAE are by far the worst. You know, out of the Gulf. If you look at the what's it called, Arab League, yeah, UAE is the worst.
Oh man, may Allah help us all, bro.
Yeah.
I mean.
Imtiaz, wa alaikum salam.
You know what it is though, yeah. If after what happened in Yemen, which was all caused by Saudi Arabia and Britain funding them in weaponry, I heard like $50 billion was like business deal was made between Saudi Arabia and Britain, just weapons, silah, you know. Like if the people today don't see that the Saudis are proper munafiqeen, yeah, and they have nothing to do with Islam, yeah, then I don't know what's gonna wake up this ummah, you know.
Yeah, wallahi, subhanallah.
Like what's going on in Yemen is they're faqir country themselves. They're not rich. It's not like you're fighting a rich country. They don't have much. Their resources are very limited, and you know if you look at their lifestyle as well, they live the same lifestyle as the time of, you know, the Sahaba and people like that. You know, they live in their normal simple houses. Majority of them are just shepherds and you know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But bro, it's those Iranian backed Houthis. That's the whole problem, bro. You know what I mean? Iran's got their dirty friggin' nose in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the whole problem, bro.
The best way, yeah, they should have responded to the Houthis is by forgetting the aircraft, forget the Air Force, leave the Air Force to remain on the ground, and send the army or send the Air Force just to stop, like, to cut off the Air Force, to cut off like the airspace of Yemen.
You send the infantry, you mean? Send the infantry
use the Air Force to stop the airspace of Yemen, and to basically just make sure no enemy aircraft is coming in. But don't bomb the people, okay? All you have to do, send the army to take over each city, step by step, right? Fight them man to man. Fight the Houthi, man to man. Stop bombing the entire city, to the ground, killing Ahlul Sunnah, just to kill a few Houthis.
Or even literally just tell.
That's some cowardice stuff, man.
Even literally tell the Ahlul Sunnah to vacate Sana'a, like literally vacate Sana'a. Not one single person remains in Sana'a, and then deal with the Houthis in Sana'a. You know.
What I would say is, go in with the military, with the army in it. Just army, fight them, man to man. Like, you use the tanks, use like soldiers in it. You could get rid of them, if you fight them man to man, like house by house. You get me? Do urban warfare. But to just say, oh, there's a bunch of Houthis in that city, let me drop a 500 bomb on them. That's madness.
So what's the root? What's the root of the famine? Where's the famine coming? Is it just lack of resources, or is it to do with Saudi Arabia?
It's the embargo, man. They put embargo on that entire country in it.
And Britain has a big role to play in it as well.
Saudi Arabia buys weapons from everybody, from Sweden. They're the biggest weapons purchaser on the planet, bro. It's just not Britain. They buy from America. They, like I said, Sweden, all these, Germany. They buy weapons from everyone.
Yeah, and that's and that's literally the wealth of the ummah that they just spend it on.
Well, they just piss it away, like the brother said, $500 million. You said Abu Talha, you said $500 million on a painting. Is that what you said?
On a painting of Jesus.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Imagine if the ummah, if somebody made a painting of the Prophet, you know how the ummah there'll be like protests, like the whole place would be on fire. You understand? Nobody would accept that. But how are you going to make a painting of Isa? How are you going to make a painting of Jesus? And nobody's like getting angry about that. You know?
Yeah, because
this idiot rewards. He rewards the one who made the painting, with 450 billion, like almost $500 million. Okay. This guy's lunatic, man. This is why you have to say this guy's clear, man. Clear enemy, man.
Adu Allah.
Trust me.
Yeah, adu Allahi wa aduakum, man.
But why does Islam UK keep coming in, out, in, out?
Yeah, this guy having some technical issues, man. He's been having that the whole day.
She just get
Bro, yo, hey, Abu Talha, how come every time Respect comes in the room, he like yells at everybody? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Excuse my language. Like, who the fuck is this mushrik piece of shit? And then when I go to say everything, when I go to say something, they fucking block me, bro. They always freaking block me. I can't stand that guy. He's a friggin' bird, bro. He's a loser. You know what I'm saying? He's a friggin' mushrik. These guys show love to a mushrik and they friggin' block me. Like, that's fucking bullshit, bro. Straight up, bro.
Yeah, they're hypocrites, man. That's what he is, man. They bum lick that guy, man. It's crazy.
The guy's a friggin' punk, bro. He's a straight. Listen, the guy. Don't you hear him? He screams. That's all he does. He just screams like a bitch, like a little friggin' girl. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and you say anything, they fucking block you. It's like, oh.
Hey, wait, who's this guy, man? Stop.
What? Let him speak, man. Let him speak.
Let him speak. He's angry for a reason.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy? What you pissed off? I'm talking shit about that fucking mushrik. The fuck you.
No, he's my brother, man. Islam UK is a good brother.
We're all brothers.
Yeah, everybody on this panel,
just
apart from Bernie, is good.
All right. Well, bro, I don't understand. Every time that guy comes in the room, they suck his ass, bro.
You do, because they're a bunch of the youth, man. They're sellouts, you know.
Bro, I don't understand, like, how the frick that guy hasn't got his job bust. You know what I mean? Like, how come the Muslims haven't dealt with him? Like, I don't fucking understand this. He always fucks with Muslims. He's always got something to say to us. Always.
Yo, you know what?
You know what I mean? The guy needs to get cut off, bro.
He's an agent provocateur, man. He's a snake.
Listen, you know what? In my opinion, I believe his goal is to misguide the Muslims surrounding him. You know, when he says my
yeah, I totally agree, bro. I so agree with what you're saying, brother. I so agree with you, bro. I so agree with you.
Everything.
Bro, like everybody.
Taking them out.
You can't say nothing, bro. You start talking against, they freaking block you, bro. They put you in block, bro.
Well, who blocks who? I don't get who is it that's running the room.
I have no clue, bro. Big RC put me on mute when I started talking shit because I see it, bro. I see who mutes you on the phone. And I started talking shit. I'm like, who the hell are you? You know what I mean? Get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Beat it. You know what I mean? I can't stand that guy's voice, bro. Yeah, my ox. My ox. These my okies. These are my okies. Who the hell is this guy? He's a freaking loon, bro. He's a freaking weirdo, bro.
He spends more time studying Islam than he does Rastafari, man. That's messed.
Bro, do you understand? Rastafari is mushrik religion. They believe that Haile Sali, whatever the frig his name is, that guy is God. They believe he's a reincarnation of Jesus, bro.
But why did he study his own faith? Like, why is he not?
Because, like you said, bro, he's a provocateur. He's coming to mislead people. He gets off. It seems like he gets off on it, bro. Like the way that stuff with Saeed, whatever he said. I don't know what the heck he said. All right, he said it. He said whatever, bro. He don't leave him alone. How come when the white people talk shit, he don't do nothing, bro? How come he doesn't do nothing to the Limeys? How come the Limeys get no heat? No, do you understand? Do you don't see it? You brothers don't see this?
Yeah, he's obsessed with our community, man. Like, he doesn't even have his own community or something. Why is he always on our case? He's always involving himself, injecting himself into affairs that does not concern him. You know.
He started talking about Yazid today. He started asking about Yazid ibn Muawiyah. That's when I got him. I'm like, who are you? Like, what do you like? Who are you to say anything about our religion? Oh, I just don't want to see people use oppression, with the hadith. Who cares what I use my hadith? Who the fuck are you? Who are you? You know what I mean? Like, who are you? You're a mushrik.
He even calls some Muslims kuffar. He even calls some Muslims kuffar. He starts calling Muslims kuffar. You're kafir. Shut up.
He even says, these are the real Muslims. These are the fake Muslims. Who are you to tell people he's a real Muslim and he's not? Like,
you know what, Abu Talha, I want to say something, bro. You know what? Okay, back in the day, you got shoved by a guy who was like twice your size, and nobody fucking did nothing to that guy. Nobody did nothing. Bro, if I was at the park, listen, Abu Talha, if I was at the park that day, I would have choked that guy, eh? Wallahi, bro. Wallahi, me and my brothers out here were talking about that a little while ago. How come nobody did nothing? You understand what I'm saying?
Abu Talha, was it you that exposed him recently? He was on some homosexual website and that.
I'm not random exposure. But the thing with him, yeah, we already resolved that because the point was that we were in a heated discussion. We were angry with each other.
Bro,
I don't like him. I don't
how
support
come
him.
Abdurrahman, bro? How come Abdurrahman didn't get touched? How come Abdurrahman didn't
I
get
remember
touched,
that.
bro?
But we were shouting at each other back. The thing is with this guy, yeah, I already he stopped talking about Islam, innit? So that's why I don't really have issue with him because he stopped talking about the religion. That's my issue.
Yeah, he's not
But this
obsessed.
guy, yeah, Raspect, yeah, he's the one that's obsessed. You know,
He just doesn't stop, bro.
He has a mental
does. He's
disease.
like I said, he don't stop.
He can never stop talking about Islam, man. Like he can never, yeah, focus on his own community, focus on his own Rastafarian people. Yeah, he's always like injecting himself into a debate here between Muslims, injecting himself into conversations that have nothing to do with him. He is like a possessed, like devil, man.
He knows
I don't know.
he doesn't want to join. He doesn't want to join Islam, but he wants to like imitate and copy. And you know he envies
bro,
Islam.
Yes,
he printed these
facts.
shirts. You can't hack the Haq. What are you talking?
Yeah.
You know, like, what the heck is this?
He wants to
Like,
chat shit from the sidelines. Chat shit from the sidelines. That's him.
He tries to sound like us.
Even worse deep down, all these mushrikeen, they respect Islam. Trust me, they even fear it. But the thing is, they don't want to join it. They just want to be some sort of bickering women, you know, on the sidelines. Just
You know, okay. One thing I want to bring up too. Remember when the Limeys came to the park with Tommy Robinson, right? You remember that joint? And then the Muslims fought them off, right? Them guys, none of those bitches, none of those kuffar, those mushrikeen, none of them were there, bro. None of them were there. They were shook. They weren't there that day at the park. And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But they want to talk shit to us. They always want to talk shit to it's great. And then you go in the room, the people they suck his ass. Like it gets me so choked.
SubhanAllah, man, this guy.
No, the thing is also what I've seen is that people like Kamal and what's his name?
Oh, Kalam, that goof.
Oh yeah, they always side with the Shia. They were more time.
Always.
Side with the Shia,
oh,
yeah?
but that's that guy. That's that Isa, the stupid Shia's friend. That Isa, that guy who wears the niqab.
Yeah,
that's his friend.
Yeah.
That's his friend.
More time,
bro. Abu Talha, you ever get into it with that guy, that Isa guy? You ever get into it with him?
Yeah, we obviously, yes. There's obviously many times we had arguments had with him. You know?
Bro, has anybody like grabbed him and like told him, we're gonna do something? Has anybody said anything like pulled him up or anything?
The thing is, bro, you think it's that simple? That place has got is I can't even say. It's
there's so much police. They have cameras.
No, I'm not even saying that. No, I know there's calling security, bro. But I'm just saying about like, bro, but how about like after? You know what I mean? Like on the subway.
I don't know if you're going to fight with people. I don't know about that because I stay away from that guy because he just talks and he doesn't. There's nothing, no beneficial discussion you can have with him. So I don't even talk to him. I don't really like go to where he's talking. I just stay away from that guy.
But who the hell brainwashed that guy? I mean, what country is he from? Is he a Reaver? Was he into Sunni Islam
Jamaican.
person?
He's a Jamaican.
How can you get brainwashed into Shiism? I mean, start slandering.
You know what it is, bro? You know what it is, bro? It's that muta. These guys that come in with with a disease in their heart. They got a disease in their heart. You know, they got disease in their pants.
What,
you understand what I mean?
This muta marriage in London.
Bro, they want to fuck off enough gal, bro. That's what you see. You see those Shia brothers. You see they got exposed, bro. That's all they do. That's all the Shia they do. That's all they know about.
Yeah, I saw
just switching broads.
I saw a video with these Shia boys, man. They proper chat to girls online and tell them it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, they turn the girls out, bro. They turn them out, bro. The Sunni defense, they put a big. They I don't know. You guys can see it, man. It's freaking crazy, man. This one girl, they hide her face or whatever. This one girl tells her story of going through muta, bro. How crazy it is. You know what I mean, with the Shia, she's not Shia no more. That's all. After that muta shit, she left that Shia shit quick.
Madness.
It's insanity.
But what I was saying about this Kalam guy, if it's a Hindu versus a Muslim, he's with the Hindu. If it's a Sikh versus, if it's a Shia versus a Muslim, he's with the Shia. If it's a Christian versus, he's just anyone that's against Islam, he's against it.
He himself, he knows what's
Abu Talha.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
You ever you know that what's his name, that Nodine, freaking Nodine, that guy Nodine.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, you could collect $1,000, bro, right now. If you see him, I'm gonna tell you. He started, he always insults the Sahaba, like Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu. He says, "Oh, I'll give you £1,000 if you can name anybody he killed." Right? They try to say he was a coward, right? Well, you know who Sayyidina Umar killed in the battle of Badr? It was his uncle. That's the brother of Abu Jahl. That's his. He owes $1,000, bro. You can collect $1,000 off that piece of shit.
That guy is broke, though. To be honest, I don't think that
Bro,
guy.
I heard he's some dope dealer. I heard he was like some big dope dealer.
Oh yeah, I think he does sell something because it's from the clip from the videos as well. He doesn't even hide it.
Bro, the guy wears pure Gucci. I don't know if that's real Gucci, but I see the guy wearing Gucci all the time.
I'm pretty sure it's fake, man. Like he cannot be that bait with the drugs though, because he was even doing. I think he was doing on COE as well. Like he's crazy. If he's doing it like that bait,
he's always commenting about Yemen. Oh, look what they did to Yemen. Like he cares because he's involved in the issue with Yemen anyway. He's Rafid the state.
I love that. I love calling them that, bro. Rafid, that dirty Rafid.
How can you say,
that.
Look at Yemen, look at Yemen.
he supports the genocide against Sunnis in Syria, man. He supports like Hizb al-Shaitan, Hashd al-Sha'bi. He's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, bro, the Shia, bro. You can never be friends with them, bro. Sunni and Shia doesn't go together, bro. Never, bro.
I told him, I asked him, are you going to condemn this group? He supports it. He even has, like, I think the Hizb al-Shaitan flag, and he's mad.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I made a documentary about him. I think I made, like, a video about him. Like, it rinses him, man. Like,
bro. And you know what? And people are like, they like him, eh? You know what I mean? It's like... Yeah,
no, but Abu Talha, real talk, man. May Allah reward you, man. You're doing sick things on the internet, man.
Jazakallah khair, man. Jazakallah khair.
Wallahi, for real. I watch your videos still.
Yeah, I exposed these little like Shia death squads, man, and all the madness they do, man.
Bro, it's crazy what they do, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, I heard for a while in Baghdad, bro, they used to watch who was going to the Sunni mosques. They used to watch like these and then they would come grab you. After, you know what I mean? They know that you attend certain, masjid in Baghdad, like the Shia would come grab it, kill you.
They'll put, like, they'll get a drill, and start drilling holes in your body and stuff like that. That's how they will murder you, imagine. And then they'll find the people.
Listen, I'm telling you, bro, Arab people are crazy. Bro, Arab people are crazy, eh, bro? Arab people are nuts, bro.
Yeah.
They're freaking nuts. Oh, man. Wow.
Allah help us all.
They can't think of some crazy torture.
Yeah, man. You know who's real bad for that shit too is Egypt. Egypt's real bad on that torture shit.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Egypt's mad. It's mad.
Egypt's got mad experience at that, bro. They've been doing it since the time of the Pharaoh.
Jordan as well. Jordan.
Yeah.
Bro, did you ever hear the story? I don't know. That reporter that they killed in Istanbul. What was that guy's name? Khashoggi. Okay, bro, I don't know if this is true. I heard that. I don't know. Sometimes I listen to everybody. I go on different, shit on the internet, right? I was on that, that Abu Layth, that weirdo, Abu Layth? He was talking about that. He said that Saudi Arabia brought this guy, this killer, this friggin' guy he works for the government, and that's what he does. He friggin' kills people for a living. He'll keep you alive and kill you, like right in front of you. Like he'll do shit to you and keep you alive, bro. This is how ill these people are, bro. On the torture shit.
Yeah, if you look up here, there's a prison called Palmyra prison, and it was in Syria, and it was the worst prison in the entire world. And that was in Syria under Assad. He would torture people in ways that you cannot imagine, man.
Keep you alive. Like take out your organs, but keep you alive at the same time.
In the old days, in the old days, they used to get like they'll cut open your stomach here. They'll get your intestines. They'll put it on a wheel, and they'll start slowly drawing out all your intestines, and you'll still be alive throughout that whole process. That was They still do stuff like that. You know that. These guys are
madness, bro. Madness, bro. That's evil, bro.
This Shia influence in Syria. It's a French concoction.
Oh, the French put them in power, bro. Exactly. They put the Alawi Shia, those Nusayri people, they put them in power, bro.
Yeah, and every time I debate a Christian, and then they say, oh, but look at you, Muslims. There's no peace in your country. Muslims killing Muslims. I say to myself, are you talking about Shia and Sunni? Because we don't consider Shia to be Muslim. And then they say, no, you're wrong. Shia are Muslim. I'm like, hold on, who are you to tell me who's Muslim, who's not? You know nothing about my religion. So the thing is, they are adamant that Shia are actually Muslim. They are adamant on that because they would love to see the Shias actually like rule the Islamic, ummah, like for it to because they know Shia is not Islam. They know Shia is not Islam.
Yeah,
And
she is like them, bro. She is like she is next to them, bro. She look at bro. I remember I saw this picture of some like Portuguese guy scoring a goal, and he lifts up his shirt, a picture of Jesus, right? Then they show another picture of a Iranian soccer player lifting up his shirt, the picture of Sayyidina Ali. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the same thing, bro. They're like the Christians, bro. They're exactly. It's
they're
the
the
same
Jews
thing.
and the Christians of the ummah, innit?
Yeah, bro. They're not the Jews. They're the Christians of the ummah because you know the thing about suffering. Sayyidina Hussein had to suffer, like how the Christians say about Sayyidina Isa.
Yeah.
They say the same. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing, bro. No shame, pure. You know, like muta, like muta. 70,000 angels ask Allah to forgive you. You know, they talk. You know, to get the girls into it. I've heard the speeches. You know what I mean on these fucking Shia friggin' refutation videos. Oh, it's crazy, bro.
They will pimp out their own daughters. Imagine that's how sick they are,
bro. They don't care. Yeah, they will.
Yeah, I swear Khomeini took a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old to the room and then even his right hand man left Shiism right after that and wrote a book about it.
Shuaib, your microphone is, I think, low.
Can you hear me?
Yo, Abu Talha, do you listen to the Sunni Defense though? Do you ever peep their videos?
Yeah, I've seen some of them. Yeah,
bro, those guys are thorough, bro.
Yeah,
those guys are so thorough, bro.
Anti-Majus as well. They're good.
Anti-Majus is serious, man. It's serious.
I like video. I like list stuff I can listen to because I'm in my truck, right? I do construction and shit, so I keep it on my phone. You know what I mean? It's like Anti-Majus. I have to read the subtitles. You know what I mean? So I can't really peep it. But the Sunni Defense, though, bro, those brothers, mashallah, bro, wallahi, those brothers are thorough. They go in on the Shia, bro. They go right in on and Abu Layth, they went in on him too. That he's a shaitan too. That guy, man. Abu Layth, that guy from Birmingham.
Religion as well. It's crazy,
bro. Everything, bro, like everything, like he'll say something like this. Listen, when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for example, says, if you do this, Allah will reward you with so much hasanah. For example, we have so much hadith. If you do the dhikr of Allah in the morning, if someone says subhanallah 100 times, this is Sahih Muslim, you get 1,000 hasanah, right? Okay. The Abu Layth says that the Rasulullah just says this. He doesn't talk that like it's not wahi. Like that Rasulullah just makes it up so like to to get you to do something. You know what I mean? Like he waters down the religion so bad.
Yo,
it's unbelievable. Yes, brother.
Do you know on Sunni Defense? Did you watch a video where they expose Abu Layth and did a clip where
15 minutes, right? Are you talking about that 15 minutes where they took all his crazy statements? Yeah, bro. They went. I told the brothers bro.
Did you see when he said that we shouldn't really be calling non-Muslims to Islam? That's what he said. He said, "What's the point? What's the point?" He goes, "If you weren't born in a Muslim house, what's the point? What's the point?" I'm like,
well, what would you be a Muslim? Yeah, you hear me? Would you be a Muslim? The guy's he's a freaking shaitan, bro.
He's a shaitan. Good video.
Oh, they go in on him. Those brothers, they didn't stop. Those brothers didn't stop. They refute him on every. How about he tries to another thing he was trying to do is weaken Sahih Bukhari. Trying to say that
man, he's a weird guy.
Oh, he's awful, bro. I don't know. All the Maliki people, I don't know, man. There's some Maliki ulama I love, but then there's a lot of them that are weirdos, bro. Like that one Hamza Yusuf. You ever heard of Hamza Yusuf in the United States?
Yeah, proper.
He's a Malik, bro. Listen, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you something, brothers. Back in the day, way back in the day, I was at a spot, and this in the Jahiliyyah days. One brother, he gave me a videotape. It was Hamza Yusuf, right? And I wasn't practicing back then, you know what I mean? And I was with this Rasta. We put it on. It was about the end of times, about the Dajjal. Bro, we were freaked out, bro. You know what I mean? About the Dajjal. This guy, Hamza Yusuf was talking about the Dajjal. So I was like, whoa, this guy's a white guy.
Yeah.
He knows Arabic. I was like, whoa, this guy speaks Arabic. Oh, man, yeah. We're like, whoa. So then finally, I get to okay. So I live up in Toronto, right? And we have this big. It's a big Muslim fest. Like it's called Reviving the Islamic Spirit. It's like 27,000 Muslims go there. You know what I mean? They have all kind of speakers or whatever, right? So I said, "Fuck, Hamza Yusuf there." I'm like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go see this guy." You know, I told my wife, I said, "Oh, I gotta go see this guy. I gotta go see this guy." So, bro, so I'm in 2-2. So I'm sitting there watching the guy talk, right? Oh, son, you know, he starts.
We need a live topic, man. We're jumping topics now.
But hang on, let me finish, B. Let me just finish, man. Let me just finish. Let me tell you what
Come on,
happened.
man.
I'm almost
Okay,
done,
then.
bro. I'm almost done, bro. Sabr,
All
bro.
right.
So then the dude starts saying that it's only makruh to pray behind a homosexual imam. He starts talking this crazy shit. I just fucking walked away, man. I don't like this guy, bro. I don't like him at all, bro. It's makruh to pray behind a homosexual. That's what he started saying in the friggin'
the
talk.
tape, the tape that you were listening to is probably like 15 years old or something. Back in the
Yeah,
days
when he was kind of normal.
Yeah, when
You
he
know
was
what I mean?
when he was on the proper, like, can you hear me by the way? Is my mic low? Like,
Yeah, your mic is clear, bro. Your mic is clear.
yeah.
Your mic
So
is
back in
clear,
the
B.
days, I heard there was no issues with the guy, but nowadays he'll tell you something. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Hazir Nazir. You know, he's omnipresent, and you can find him in 1,000 mosques on his birthday, celebrate, and then they're cutting cake for all this nonsense. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. What do you guys say about Maulid?
Straight up no.
Okay.
Nah,
What about
No way, man.
That's a no.
That's a no. Okay. What about if I
The
told
thing
you,
around,
brothers, I got a book? Hang on. Hang on. What if I told you, brothers, I got a book written by Ibn Kathir? It's about the Maulid. It's for the Maulid. What would you brothers say about that?
Who?
Written by Ibn
Ibn
Kathir.
Kathir.
Yeah, the Maulid.
put
The
what?
book is called Maulid.
No. What Ibn Kathir did is that he accepted a birthday of Prophet exists, but he can't celebrate it.
But but I'm just saying, like, so like, no matter what, like, I'm not saying we're gonna have a party or whatever, but say we go to the masajid and we just start reading that book. Is that cool, or is that haram?
Well, you shouldn't be doing it on that day specifically. You should do
How
it
about the day
any other.
after? How about if I did it on the day after, bro? Would it be good?
Matters what's on your mind.
Bro, celebrating the
You can't make it like a ritual. That's what we're saying. You cannot make it like a ritual.
Okay, but you guys, okay. I just want to know what you guys think. That's all. I'm just, you know.
Like,
I mean,
some people make like a 10-tier cake for Prophet Muhammad. And
I've never seen that.
They make even sing the happy birthday song, man. It's crazy.
That's a happy birthday, Ya Rasulullah.
That's getting out of hand, bro. That's getting out of hand, bro. That's kind of weird shit, bro. That's kind of loony.
They're crazy.
Bro. Okay, let me ask. Okay, Abu Talha, have you heard of a guy from Nottingham? His name is Abu Ja'far al-Hanbali. What do you guys think of that guy?
Nah, who's
okay,
that?
one thing, message to Abu Talha, man. Can you post the link, your YouTube thing? I mean, more brothers still want to see the YouTube channel, innit? Is it going live?
You want the Hangout link or the YouTube link?
A YouTube link, yeah.
Well, isn't it on? You can get it, Akhi. Okay,
just go on his channel.
I think I lost your YouTube channel. Okay, 1 minute. Let me check it out.
Abu Talha, but you never heard of this brother from Nottingham?
I haven't.
No?
What's his name again?
Abu Ja'far al-Hanbali.
No.
No, you guys never heard of him? Okay. He's got one lecture on it's like 1,000 years of Islamic history, or sorry, it's called 13 centuries of Islamic history. It's very nice, man. Very thorough.
Yeah.
Why I'm still not Salafi. And he has been Baz as the screenshot.
Your mic is low.
He's in the background talking, bro.
Oh, in the background.
Are you talking about me? Is my microphone?
Yeah, you know, your mic is fine, bro. You were just talking. I think you were talking to somebody.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me get up from this one.
Demo K, is that a picture of Umar Mukhtar, yeah?
Yeah.
Rahimahullah. That movie, Lion of the Desert, nice, beautiful movie.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it, to be honest.
It's a good, bro. It's a good movie, bro. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
that guy's the same guy. The guy who played Hamza in the Message.
Yeah,
Anthony Quinn. I don't know why he never became Muslim, man. He never became Muslim. He played so nice. He played very well. Especially Omar Mukhtar was
He's
very
dead
good.
by now, isn't it?
I think he passed. Yeah, he passed. Yeah, man. He's gone. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point playing such high-ranking roles in the movie and then he
And
doesn't
then not
influence
accepting it.
you?
I don't know. I think he accepted
Yeah,
Islam. I'm pretty sure he never accepted Islam.
Allahu Alam, yeah.
You know, same with like that. What's his name? Who played Malcolm X? That Denzel Washington. I don't think he never accepted Islam. He never accepted Islam neither.
What about the guy who played Abu Bakr in the movie The Message?
Was it Abu Bakr was in The Message? No, was he?
The movie it's called The Message.
He was not. No, Abu Bakr wasn't in that movie, bro.
No. I'm saying there was the Sahabi Abu Bakr. Yeah, somebody was playing him. There was an actor.
No, in The Message, no, man, no. The only Sahabis you saw in The Message was like Bilal,
Bilal, yeah.
You see,
what? I swear I saw Abu.
You're talking about the Omar series. The Omar series had Abu Bakr in it, bro.
No, The Message. Let me show you. Watch.
Okay, go on, bro. Did you guys ever watch the Omar series though? I've watched that like 3 times.
Yeah, I don't think I got through all of it.
No, it was nice, so nice, man. They did an amazing job.
I've never seen it. Is it worth watching? Yeah.
It is worth watching, brother. It is so worth watching. It is.
Omar series,
Especially when you see Khalid, bro. When you see Khalid on when Khalid starts going to fight and stuff like that, bro. Subhanallah, bro. You get crazy, bro. I get crazy when I watch them start fighting, bro. Oh man, you want to be there, bro.
Look at this, yeah. It's on the front cover of The Message.
On the message, no, bro. That's Hamza, bro. It's not Abu Bakr, bro. It's Hamza.
No, Akhi, no. Look at this. Do you not see that?
That's Hamza, bro. He's playing Hamza. That's Anthony Quinn.
This is Hamza.
It's Hamza. It's not Abu Bakr, bro. It's Hamza. It's Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, bro.
No, Akhi. I remember very carefully from the movie. Yeah, that was.
No, I'm telling you, bro. You're lucky we can't bet, bro. I would bet you some big money right now, bro.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, I'm not betting. It's just
no betting. How about push-ups, bro? How about push-ups? 100 push-ups.
You guys, 1 second. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna double check. 1 second.
Okay, go check, bro.
Hey, brothers, be right back. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Where you going, mate?
Oi, mate. Oi, bruv. Oi, governor.
Where you going, mate?
Oi, bro. Where the birds? I'm looking for the bird.
Where you going? Looking at the birds?
I'm looking for the birds. In Canada, bro, what do you call a bird? Somebody's like a loser. You go, you're a bird. Not a girl. We call him like a guy. You're a friggin' bird, buddy. That's like an insult.
All right, man. We need to really start a topic, man.
Okay, let's talk. So, I don't know. Okay, all right. You want to debate, bro? Let's debate. Let's do something, man. Let's have some
debate
fun.
About what, man?
Bro,
Fine,
okay, listen. I don't know about you brothers, but you know what? What do you guys think about following one of the 4 madhab? What do you guys think about that?
The 4 madhab, they're upon haq, their truth, and they are Ahl Sunnah Jamaat. You should follow at least one of them.
I follow one of them. I follow one.
That's good.
Okay. Okay. What about? Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. About an Aqidah, bro. I have this book. It's a very nice book on Aqidah. It's old. It's from the old. It's called Bayan Sunnah. Have you heard of this book?
Not Bayan, man. Bayan Sunnah.
No, Bayan Sunnah. It's written by Abu Ja'far Tahawi.
Is it? I never checked it, man.
Bro, it's one of the oldest. It's from the time of the Salaf, bro. It's like 3rd century. It's like 100. It's like 100 points for Aqidah, bro. This is and he in the beginning the Imam Abu Ja'far Tahawi. He even says this is he's taken from Imam Abu Hanifa, Abu Yusuf, and Muhammad bin Hassan. He's taken from them. Rahmatullahi alayhi ajma'in.
Okay. He's the one who wrote the book. Depending on
Yeah, he penned it. Yeah.
Right about the message. Yeah, he's right.
I'm ready. Yo, you owe me 100 push-ups. Abu Talha, 100 push-ups, B.
Okay, inshallah.
Inshallah, big dog. Yeah, bro. Oh yeah, listen, Abu Talha, we're talking about the 4 madhab, right? And I brought up a book. You've heard of the Bayan Sunnah? It's Aqidah Tahawi, they call it. Have you heard of that book? Hello? I got cut off.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, bro. Have you heard of this book, Bayan al-Sunnah, Aqidah Tahawi?
No,
man.
I can't say that. I haven't.
Yeah, it's right. I was telling the
Post
brothers this
the
is from
link
the
over
time
there.
of the Salaf, bro.
1 second. Let me. I'll see if it is. What's this?
Okay.
I think the YouTube channel will be
Yeah.
frozen, man. I don't know what's wrong.
You heard of that book?
Yeah. I see it here. Yeah.
It's a good book, bro.
Yeah,
That's the book. That's only for Aqidah. That's the book I use, bro. That's the only book I read to learn the Aqidah, because this is the Aqidah of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah.
It was written by Imam al-Tahawi.
Yeah, Imam Tahawi. Yeah, from Egypt. He's from Egypt, and his uncle was one of the students, direct students of Imam Shafi'i, rahmatullahi alayh. Imam Muzani. That was his uncle.
He was Hanafi, though, wasn't it?
But he was a Hanafi. Abu Ja'far himself, he was a Hanafi in fiqh. Yeah. What about you? Are you in fiqh? Who do you take from Abu Talha?
Well, Somalis are Shafi'i in general, but
yeah,
for me, I don't know. There's not a particular one that I've selected, but I look at all of them, to be honest.
But who do you think you're closer to? Are you closer to the Shafi madhab or the Hanbali madhab?
I don't know. It depends. It depends on the situation.
How about for wudu? If your wife or whatever were to touch you, would you believe? Would you take Imam Shafi'i's position that your wudu breaks?
Your wudu breaks if your wife touches you,
or a woman touches you. Yeah. If they touch you,
that's
like not even in like a sexual way, just even like accidentally, that breaks your. That's one of their positions.
Yeah, I hold that position as well. Yeah.
You hold that position, okay?
If it's a non-mahram woman, yeah, and she just touches your hand or whatever, stuff like that. Like, yeah, I think you should redo your wudu.
Okay. Have you for the so for book wise, like, do you got a big library or no? You buy a lot of books? You guys collect books or no?
No, not really, to be honest.
No. Okay.
But I'm gonna read this book, inshallah. I'll try to read it.
Bro, it's only like 100 points, bro.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
PDF
it's a beautiful book. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
and you know what? Many people have done sharh. They've done sharh on that on the Aqidah Tahawi. Many scholars have done explanation on it. Many over the centuries. I think even Bin Baz. I don't know if you follow Bin Baz. I don't take from him, but he passed away. But he even has a sharh on this book. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting book.
Bro, do you take from Bin Baz or no?
I'm not really.
Okay, good. Okay, all right. I was gonna say, hey, cool. All right, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't want nobody to get pissed off. I'm trying to be cool. I don't want to be controversial. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if there's obviously something beneficial, yeah, I accept it. Like if it's not against the Quran or Sunnah, But there's that obviously that was said, that was attributed to him or whatever. That's against the Quran.
What about allowing the American troops into the?
Yeah, exactly. But I think that
that is the worst thing.
Yeah,
that is the worst thing you can do. When you know it's haram, it's straight haram to do.
Yeah, they might have forced him to.
The king's forced him, eh?
Allahu A'lam, me personally, yeah. If it's something that agrees with the Quran and the Sunnah, I accept it. If it's not, I reject it. You get me, sir?
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, but I'll read this, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for that.
Wayakum, my bro. Wayakum. Yeah, man. About I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I'm waiting for my wife to come home. I'm gonna go to the gym, man. I don't know. You guys work out or what? You guys go to the gym? You guys train? Anybody work out or no?
Yeah, I live like right next to a gym. Like it's 2-minute walk.
You go?
Yeah.
You go?
Yeah, but sometimes, but because this thing is expensive as well. Like.
Oh, my gym here, man. I probably pay like.
It's filling enough, man. Go to gym, mate.
Huh?
It's filling enough to go gym.
Oh yeah, he's fitting up.
Yeah, Islam UK. You said you're gonna read beginners to Aqidah and stuff like that.
We gotta get you in the gym over Talha. We get you on the bench press, bro.
Alhamdulillah, is right near my house, like 1 minute walk.
You have to go, bro. You gotta go, my brother. You gotta go and maintain the bones, bro. Keep them bones nice and strong, brother. Yeah, bro. Yo, bro. Yeah, man. You gotta go train. Everybody should go work out. Everybody at least 1 hour a day should work out. Intense.
Yeah, it's a sunnah as well, I think.
Bro, exactly, bro. Sahaba used to be machines, bro. I bet you, I bet you all those guys had abs. I bet you they all had abs. Just jacked.
Islam UK, akhi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, bro.
You were preparing your notes and all that. Do you have your notes?
Yeah, let's start some topic, man.
Yeah, okay, you do it. Read what you're gonna read.
My net is very low, man. It's very slow pickup.
Your microphone is very low as well. You need to put your microphone up.
What book is he reading from?
Not from my notes, mate.
All right, bloke.
What topic is Akida book? Yeah.
Yeah, you said you're gonna read about Tawheed and Shirk in the beginning, Ron, but I say you're gonna get your notes.
Mm.
You have to put your microphone off a bit.
Let's go.
Just put your microphone up. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, seriously, my PC is
taking forever, man. Like, you know, we don't want this whole place to die, man. While we're waiting for you. I thought you told me you were ready. Come on, man.
Come on, bloke. Come on, bloke.
The laptop, mate. Laptop is very slow.
Grab the mic, bloke.
You know, what do you do? Let's just start with this Shahada, 7 conditions of Shahada. Does anyone know Shahada? What are the 7 conditions of Shahada?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Huh? What's the 7 conditions?
I don't know, bro.
I think my PC is getting hacked, man, by someone.
Yes, brothers, man's back.
So are we gonna read through the 7 conditions? Do you want me to read it, or what do you want, Taki?
What do you do?
Do you want me to go through it?
You go for it, man. Start, you begin, I'll finish it.
You just like get your other notes because you're not done. But, okay, anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go through the 7 conditions. Yeah.
7 conditions of Shahada,
yeah? Yeah. Of La ilaha illallah. The first condition is ilm, knowledge. Yeah, the meaning of La ilaha illallah and its intent are affirmation and negation. So knowledge negates ignorance. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, so know that La ilaha illallah. Okay, this is in Surah Muhammad, verse 19. Allah also says, except those who bear witness to the truth. Okay, Zukhruf, verse 86. Which means that they testify to La ilaha illallah while they know, okay, with their hearts, and that they pronounce its meaning with their tongues. Allah Ta'ala says, Allah bears witness that La ilaha illa huwa, none has the right to be worshipped but He, and the angels and those having knowledge also give this witness. He is always maintaining His creation in justice. La ilaha illa huwa, none has the right to be worshipped but He, the Almighty, the All-Wise. This is in Surah Ali Imran, verse 18.
Brother Babu Talha, who's this book? Where'd you get this from? This is nice.
Yeah, where'd you get it from, bro?
This is by Hafid al-Hakimi, rahimahullah, also taken from his book.
Who? Say that again, brother. You cut out for a second. Can you say that? Repeat that again. Sorry.
Hafid al-Hakimi.
Hafiz al-Hakimi. Okay.
Yeah, from his book, Ma'rij al-Qubur.
Say that again. Ma'rij al-Qubur. Kabul. I think you said grave. Sorry, my bad. Kabul. Okay. Ma'rij al-Qubur. Something about acceptance. Ma'rij. I don't know what that means. I forget what that means.
I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it in the comments. Look.
Okay, bro.
Okay, so let me go through this, inshallah.
La ilaha illa huwa.
Okay. Allah Ta'ala says, Say, are those who know equal to those who don't know? It is only men of understanding who will remember, i.e. get a lesson from Allah's signs and verses. This is Zumar verse 9. Allah Ta'ala also said, and it is only those who have knowledge among his slaves that fear Allah. Okay. Allah,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Allah Ta'ala also says, and these similitudes we put forward for mankind, but none will understand them except those who have knowledge. Okay. In the Sahih of Imam Muslim, on the authority of Uthman anhu, who said that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever dies knowing La ilaha illallah will enter paradise. Okay. So the second condition of La ilaha illallah is al-yaqeen, certainty. Okay. The second condition is certainty which negates doubt, such that the one who pronounces La ilaha illallah does it with certainty of what these words indicate, with a decisive certainty. This is since Iman cannot do without certain knowledge. Okay. Ilm al-yaqeen, as opposed to suspicious knowledge. Okay. And what would be the case if doubt entered Iman? Allah Azza wa Jal says, only those are the believers who have believed in Allah and His Messenger, and after doubt not, but strive with their wealth and their lives for the cause of Allah. Those, they are the truthful. Okay, this is in Hujurat verse 15. So certainty was a condition for them, having truthfulness in the Iman in Allah and His Messenger, and also that they did not have uncertainty or doubt La ilaha illallah. As for uncertainty, then that comes from the munafiqeen, the hypocrites, and we seek refuge in Allah. They were the ones about whom Allah Ta'ala said, it is only those who believe not in Allah and the last day, and whose hearts are in doubt, that ask you to leave, to be basically exempt from jihad. So in their doubt they waver. This is in Surah Tawbah verse 45. In the Sahih of Imam Muslim, on the hadith of Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, who said that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I testify that none is worthy of worship in truth except Allah, and that I am the Messenger of Allah. There is no servant of Allah who meets Allah with these two testifications, not doubting them, except that he enters paradise. In another narration, there is no servant of Allah who meets Allah with these two testifications, not doubting in them, who is prevented from entering paradise. Also in the Sahih of Muslim, on the authority of Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, from the long hadith that the Prophet ﷺ sent him with his shoes and said, whoever you meet behind this garden that testifies La ilaha illallah with certainty in his heart, then give him the glad tidings of paradise. So the Messenger ﷺ made the entrance into paradise of one who says La ilaha illallah conditional upon his having certainty of it in his heart, with no doubt in it. So if the condition is removed, then the reward is also then removed. The third condition, al-qabul, acceptance of what this statement necessitates, is with the heart and the tongue. Allah Azza wa Jal narrates to us the news of what those before were previously saved, and regarding the punishment of those who rejected and refused to accept this statement. Allah Ta'ala said, and similarly we sent not a warner before you to any town, but the luxurious ones among them said, we found our fathers following a certain way and religion, and we will indeed follow their footsteps. The warner said, even if I bring you better guidance than that which you found your fathers following, they said, verily we disbelieve in that which you have been sent. So we took revenge of them. Then see what was the end of those who denied. Okay. Allah Ta'ala also said, and then in the end we save our messengers and those who believe. Thus it is incumbent upon us to save the believers. Allah Ta'ala also said, and indeed we did send messengers before you to their own people. They came to them with clear proofs. Then we took vengeance on those who committed crimes. Okay, and the believers, it was incumbent upon us to help them. He subhanahu wa ta'ala also informed us of what he promised to those who accept La ilaha illallah of reward, and what he has prepared of punishment for the ones who reject La ilaha illallah. As Allah Ta'ala said, and it will be said to the angels, assemble those who did wrong together with their companions from the devils, and what they used to worship instead of Allah, and lead them on the way of flaming fire. But stop them, verily they are to be questioned. What is the matter with you? Why do you not help one another as you used to do in the world? Nay, but that day they shall surrender, and they will turn to one another and question one another. They will say, it was you who used to come to us from the right side, i.e. from the right side of one of us, and beautify for us every evil, order polytheism for us, and prevent us from the truth, i.e. Islamic monotheism, and from every good deed. They will reply to them, nay, you yourselves were not believers, and we had no authority over you. Nay, but you were transgressing people, i.e. disobedient, polytheists, disbelievers. So now the word of our Lord has been justified against us, that we shall certainly have to taste the torment. So we led you astray because we were ourselves astray. Then verily that day they will all share in the torment. Certainly that is how we will deal with al-mujrimun, the polytheists, the sinners, the criminals, the disobedient to Allah, etc. Truly, when it was said to them, La ilaha illallah, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, they puffed themselves up with pride, i.e. they denied it. And they said, are we going to abandon our gods for the sake of a mad poet? This is, okay, that's the end of the verse. Allah Ta'ala made the cause of and the reason of their punishment their arrogance towards La ilaha illallah, and their belying of those who came with it. So they do not negate what Allah negated, and they did not affirm what Allah affirmed. Rather they said, rejecting and proudly, has he made our gods into one God? Verily this is a curious thing. And the leaders among them went about saying, go on and remain constant to your gods. Verily this is a thing designated against you. We have not heard the like of this among the people of these later days. This is nothing but an innovation. And here they said, are we going to abandon our gods for the sake of a mad poet? Then Allah Azza wa Jal refuted them and turned that back on them via his Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he said, nay, he has come with the truth, i.e. Allah's religion, Islamic monotheism, and this Quran, and he confirms the messengers before him who brought Allah's religion and Islamic monotheism. Brothers, are you guys listening? Should I just list the conditions without you begin all the explanations?
Yeah, bro, go ahead. Yeah, list them, bro.
I think I'm just going to list the explanations. Yeah, we can be reading verses like the whole day. These are the 7 conditions. Yeah. The first condition is knowledge. Okay. The second condition is al-yaqeen, certainty. Okay. The third condition is al-qabul, acceptance. The fourth condition, yeah, is al-inqiyad, submission and obedience. Submission and obedience to what La ilaha illallah requires and what it negates, and that it negates disobedience. The fifth condition is sidq, okay, truthfulness. And the sixth condition is al-ikhlas, sincerity. And the last condition is al-mahabba, which is love, which is having love for his statements, what it necessitates and indicates, loving its people, those who act upon it, adhering to its conditions, and to hate what violates it. But if somebody else wants to go into the details of like the evidence for that, like, my throat is tired, man. My throat is getting dry.
Okay, I continue, bro. So continue.
Yeah, you continue.
Alright then, inshallah. Okay, get both live, inshallah. Okay, Bismillah. Okay, Bismillah, salatu salam wa rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bad. Bismillah. Can you hear me, bro?
Yes, go, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, are you there? Aki, come on, man. I give it to you, yeah, and then there's like a massive silence. Some UK.
Can you hear me, inshallah?
Yeah, but can you just put up your microphone a little bit?
Okay, Bismillah, start, inshallah. The 7th condition.
He's been having problems all day, man, with his thing.
It's like he's almost like a troll, but I know he's not trolling now. But
Nah, he never trolls. His things, something's wrong with it.
yeah, he has technical issues. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello, Bismillah. Yeah, I'm here now. Because I think the internet kicked me out. I don't know why. Probably a bug. Alright, okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The 7th condition of the Shahada. In Islam, the many scholars have put the 7th condition of Shahada. The first verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about in Surah Al-Asaf, verse 1. And whomsoever in the heavens and whoever in the earth glorifies Allah, mighty and wise. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Munafiqeen, verse 1, when the hypocrites say to you, O Muhammad, say, we bear witness that we indeed are the messenger of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that indeed that his messengers, that Allah bear witness that they are hypocrites and lies indeed. By saying that testification, that doesn't make you, people are munafiqeen, they take the force of shahada. So munafiqeen can take fake shahadas. So hypocrites are not really a true Muslims in the heart. This ayah proves that some people can take fake shahadas. So how do you recognize those fake shahadas? Munafiqeens, right? The action of munafiqeens. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Tawbah verse 47, had they not marched out with you and we added you nothing except disorder that would hurry about immense, spreading corruptions and among you, and there is among you who would listen to them, Allah knowing those are zalimuns. Surah Tawbah verse 47. So this ayah talks about hypocrites, munafiqeen, who takes the fake shahada, be among the Muslims. So really the condition to lay down, to know are the conditions of shahada, because anyone can take shahada, and who can decide who is a true in Tawheed and will fake shahadas. So the spies comes in the masjid. How do you know the spies, for example? You can tell by the action of a person. Because if you really took the real shahada, we can judge them from how he makes his wudu, his aqidah, does he know condition of wudu, does he know condition of shahada. He will say, he'll be baffled, right? It's a fake shahada, you can tell. So be aware of those who takes the fake shahadas. Because they can say we are Muslims, but you need to have a condition of salah, you need a condition of shahada. But then he goes and make wudu, right? And then he goes, I don't know how to make sunnah. But once you see, wait a second, this guy is washing his head, then face, and then hands and feet, and washing is follow, but he doesn't know tartib, the sequence of making wudu, right? Then they can say this guy is a fake shahada. Is he really took shahada or not? So the Prophet Muhammad in hadith, obvious statements of La ilaha illallah is a key to paradise. He said, yes, naam. So every key has a rigid. When it comes the right key, right rigid, the door of paradise open for you. So you need the right shahada to open the door to paradise. That's Sahih Bukhari hadith, right? Rigid means thieves, every conditions. So what are the conditions of shahada? First condition is knowledge that what the shahada means. So you have to know what shahada means before you continue to become Muslims. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Surah 43, verse 86, except those who witness the truth, oneness of God, and obeying an order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they know the fact that it's oneness of God. To recite shahada does not mean that you recite it, you become Muslim. No, you act upon it. The second condition is certainty. You wake up in the morning, you have doubt about the shahada, that can lead to kufr, can lead to disbelief. Doubts in the heart about your deeds is like a urine in the water. Can you drink it after urine in water? No, you don't. So it becomes najas. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in Surah 49 verse 15, it says only those who disbelievers who have believed in Allah His messengers after who have doubts but not strive in their wealth and their life cause of Allah, those are the truthful person. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about people who are doubts. And Allah says in Surah Baqarah verse 10, they in their hearts are disease, doubt, and that Allah increasing the disease and pay for torment, and because they need to tell lies. And you can lie about your shahada. So the third conditions, that is to believe in your heart and testify with your tongue. And Ibn Abbas report the hadith among the inhabitants of the hellfire, Abu Talib, who had less suffering and were wearing two shoes made of fire, and his boiled head was boiled with fire. Sahih Muslim, book number 1, hadith number 413. Because they declare the Shahada doesn't make you a Muslim, because Abu Talib, we make Abu Talib and Shaitan a Muslim because you believe Allah. So you have to have conditions. That's why Abu Talib will be in hellfire. So Abu Talib he testified with his tongue, but not action by the limbs. So Abu Talib he said, no, sorry. Abu Talib he believed in his heart, but he did not declare his tongue, because he died in the religion of Abu Muttalib. Do you know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said himself, he testified Shahada himself in Surah Imran, verse 18. Allah bear witness that La ilaha illallah, none has the right to worship but He, and the angels and those who have knowledge with witnesses, and maintain His creation with justice. La ilaha illallah, none has the right to worship but He, Almighty and Wise. Surah 3, verse 18. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he testifies that who's better than Allah, who testified the Shahada himself. Then Abu Talib he will be in hellfire because he didn't declare with his tongue. So it's haram to make dua for people who take fake shahadas before they die. Because munafiqeens, those people and those Abu Talib who died in the religion of his forefathers. And the last one that says those people who dies in the state of disbelief, they cannot make dua or supplication for those people. Because
Yeah,
Allah says in Surah
hello.
Tawbah,
Yeah, just to add to what you're saying, yeah. Also Fir'aun, because Fir'aun believed in his heart, but he never testified to it. I never acted upon it.
yes. Yeah, inshallah. So what happened in Surah Tawbah verse 13, he said, it is not proper for the Prophet ﷺ to make dua, ask for forgiveness for the mushrikeens, even if through it could be your family members after he become clear to them and they are doing the hellfires. Because that is because the declaration wasn't there, because the declaration of tongue wasn't there, action was not there. So Allah said, even your own uncle, you cannot make dua for him, even is your family members. Surah Tawbah verse 13. So best thing Prophet Muhammad could do, Abu Talib, is to make dua to Allah to make him the least punishment for the hellfire for his uncle. So those who born Muslims to take his shahada. So if you're born Muslims and continue fulfill your salah obligation, you don't have to take shahada, because many sahabas and had children, they continue from young. You don't have to repeat your shahada. Okay, can you hear me? All right, Bismillah. All right, now, in your heart is enough for you to become Muslim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah 27, verse 14, for arrogance and their own self convinced that the ayat are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Musa is the messenger of Allah of truth, and who dislike to obey Musa, and the hatred to believe in the messengers, and see those end of Musafidins. So it is important that we believe all the messengers. Pharaoh, who believed in Islam in the heart, by his shoulders, and it's like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in above ayat, that believing in the heart is not enough, because even Pharaoh believed at the end, and him and his shoulders will be in hellfire. It's too late. Fourth condition is to surrender to Quran and Sunnah. The Muslims cannot have one foot in Islam and one foot in Christianity. Interfaith doesn't exist in Islam. So if you put interfaith, you put the conditions that you are going against the condition of conditions, right? To surrender to complete the Quran and the Sunnah. So imagine someone celebrate Christmas and eat the same together. So one foot in the Christianity, one foot in Islam. You can't do that. You have to make complete bara from Christianity, because you can't make both. Because to make yourself to kufar, right? Now the greatest scholar, Salman al-Ardwa said, celebrating birthday, it is not haram. But celebrating the birthday of Jesus is haram because involved shirk involved. So it's not only makruh, but it is shirk involved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Nisa, verse 65, "But know by your Lord that you have no faith until He make you, Muhammad, a judge and a dispute between you and them, and find themselves no resistance against your decisions and accept them in full submissions." Surah Nisa 65. So another verse says Surah 33, verse 36. It is not for the believers, man and woman, who Allah and His Messenger have decreed a matter they should have options in their decisions. And whoever disobeys Allah's Messenger indeed is stray from path of error. Another verse in Surah Baqarah, verse 20, Allah says, "O you believe, enter Islam completely, obeying all the rules and regulations, and Islam religion halal haram. Follow not the footsteps of shaitan. Verily you will pain in following his footsteps." So, for example, many Muslims today we see in society, we're not condemning those people who are celebrating Christmas. So how can you follow Christmas and call yourself Muslims? That you will invite yourself, even yourself, that on the 25th of December is not actually a birth of Jesus. They are actually following pagan rituals, for example. No one knows the birthday of Isa. Why are you following it? So don't say why not. People might say, "Oh, it's alright, following Christmas and that we don't break his heart of family members." No, you have to al wala have to be there. So fifth condition is to condemn all shade of falsehood. Anything that comes in your way, you have to condemn it. So Muslim cannot choose. You have to choose what is batil, is clear, stay away from it. What is haq, stay with haq, because batil is very clear when the truth is come. So many Munafiqins, they condemn shirk of the grave, but not the shirk of the palaces, for example. Let's go back to palaces, very important. People say, yes, you're right, condemning the shirk al-Qubur, the grave worshippers. But what about those leaders? And many Muslims are supporting the qusurs, the palaces, kings are ruling other than Allah revealed. They're condemning those. Right? Is this the one you do? Some groups of Muslims who actually condemns the grave. Yes, we agree. Worshipping the grave is haram. But what worshipping leaders who are fulfilling ta'ud, worshipping shaitan's way of life, all right, following the law of shaitan, man-made laws, is shaitanic, right? And you neglected the law of the Sharia, right? Now, there's a hadith Rasul said, authority by Abu Sayyid Qadr in the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Whoever of you see a evil, let him change of his heart. If not able to do so, let him change with the tongue. If he's not able to do so, at least hate it in the heart. That is the weakest of Iman." Reported by Imam Muslim. So this hadith shows us we have to stop munkar with your hands. If you cannot, then with your tongue. If you cannot, at least hate it in your heart. That proves the power we have, ability to stop munkar with your hand. If you cannot have power to do so, at least speak against it, condemn it. So the sixth condition is single out of your devotions, meaning that any ibadah you do, worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone and shun over shirk ibadahs. So grave worshippers is not singled out in the ibadah, for example. Allah says in Surah 6, verse 162 to 163, "Say, O Muhammad, my salah, my sacrifice, my living, and my dying is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He has no partner, and I have commanded the first of to become a Muslims." So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the verse, right, the grave worshippers, they have no excuse. They have become liars and disbelievers, knowingly. And so Zumur verse 39, verse 3, I said, "Say, you worship and obedience to Allah only, and you take awliya, partners, helpers, beside Him, worshipping them only that He may bring near to us. For Allah will judge between them concerning about differ. Allah guide us, not those who are lying in disbelief." So think about it, if we put that in the grave worshippers, what about the leaders who takes democracy and Islam together to please this? Is that the ayat falling to exactly the same? So look at that. So many you may say some extreme Sufis, the braveries, worshiping the grave, but the leaders are doing the same thing. They go and committing shirk of Hakimiyya, right? So there are some deviances. You make excuse for the leaders, but don't make excuse for those who make worship in the grave. Maybe the ignorance, right? They both can fall into sins. So don't fool yourself and label people say you worship in the grave makes you a kafir, but you worship in the Ta'ud's leaders. You know, this is chain of takfir. Knowingly and knowingly, people are following democracy religion and adding to the Islam and mix it up, and you're not condemning that, so they can fall into same situation. So you cannot make excuse of ignorance of worshiping the grave and for deity, for example, or worshiping the laws other than Allah. Not even Prophet Muhammad gave excuse to his father, for example. There's hadith narrated by Anas anhu, Messenger said, "As well as my father," he said, "you're in hellfire." And he turned away and he came back and called back and said, "My father and your father are in hellfire." Sahih Muslim, hadith number 203. So some kuffars, right, when they go to the boat in the sea, right, and then they drown or they're struggling to shipwrecked upside down, automatically Allah says they will call upon the Rob, the Allah who created him. So Christians and Jews who actually the natural fitra comes out when a time of calamity. Well, look at Pharaoh, for example. A calamity falling, yeah, I believe more Lord Musa, because he knows the punishment is too late. So that disbelievers, those people who will be too late for them, um, to bring call back to Islam, come to Tawheed of Allah. So seventh condition is al-wala al-bara. People hate this topic. Love and hate for sake of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the verse in Surah Muntahana, Surah 60, verse 1. "O you believe, take no my enemies, my dushman and your dushman as allies and friends, showing affection toward them, and have the disbeliever has come to them truth, and have not driven you a messenger and yourself from the homeland, because you believe Allah your Lord, we have come from striving for my cause is my pleasures, and those who disbelievers, and make friendship of those in secretly, and Allah aware what you concern, what you revealed, and whoever you Muslim does not indeed have gone far astray from a straight path." Then Allah said in Surah Muntahana verse 4, Surah 60 verse 4, "Indeed, those who are excellent example for you, Prophet Ibrahim, those who made in the people who verily I'm free from you, whatever you worship besides Allah, and we have rejected you, and start between us and you hostility, hatred over you, until you believe in Allah alone, except the saying Ibrahim Islam is the father, and asks of forgiveness for you, and I have no power to do anything from you before Allah and the Lord of Alamin, and trust, and you alone will return repentance, and you will finally return." Surah Muntahana verse 4. Again Allah says in Surah Mujahadah, Surah 58 verse 22, "You, O Muhammad, will not find people who believe in Allah last days, making friendship those who oppose Allah's messenger, even through if your father, your son, your brothers, your family members. You will not have written down as faith in your heart, striving you with support himself, but admitting to paradise, rivers, and forever. Allah is pleased with them, with him, party of Allah, and the party of Allah will be the successful." Surah Mujahadah, Surah 58-22. Then Allah says, "Oh, you believe, take your advisors, protectors, abuds, and friends, those who are outside in your religion, since you have failed, and best of those who corrupt you and desire to harm you, severe hatred among your bows in your mouth and breast is concerned far worse. Indeed, we have made plain our ayats, evidence for you, if you understand." Surah Imran, Surah 3, verse 11. So again, Allah says in one hadith, beautiful hadith, we end up with this. Anas Messenger of Allah said, "Those are three qualities. Whoever of them will taste the sweetness of faith, to love Allah, His Messenger, more than anything else, and love the slave of Allah, only to sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and adore returning, if you adore into the kufr, after Allah has saved you from the hellfire, and then thrown into hellfire." Sahih Bukhari and hadith number 22, Sahih Muslim, hadith number 43. And those are the 7 conditions of Shahada, inshallah, brothers. I hope you from the live streams and online. Barakallahu feekum, yeah.